Mexico has announced that the country will hold Phase 3 clinical trials for COVID-19 vaccines for several developers from around the world. The country has reported more than 60,000 deaths so far, and the prototype vaccines will be tested on willing volunteers. The trials here in Mexico are set to begin between September and January, pending approval by the country's Food and Drug Agency. The move is a calculated component of what has come to be known as vaccine diplomacy. In this case, Mexico's stated goal of securing access to these vital drugs once they are medically cleared for global distribution. Marta Delgado is the country's Vice Minister for Multilateral Affairs, charged with achieving access to a working vaccine that can be offered to all Mexicans at no cost.
The discovery and access to the vaccine has been compared to the space race. Many different countries are racing against each other, involving the private sector, governments, civil society, and academia. So it is interesting to see the clusters and alliances that are being made to get the vaccine.
Oscar Leon is an international trade analyst.
The urgency of the current situation is changing the trends of geopolitics. Countries seek to make alliances to get access to their vaccines. And so those countries that make correct international political alliances will get the working vaccines first, while everyone else will be on the waiting list.
Mexico's strategy has been to offer itself for as many potential vaccine trials as possible, so far with China, the US, Russia, and a French-British prototype, and then help manufacture the ones that achieve medical approval. While drug companies involved have expressed interest in basing some of their eventual vaccine production in Mexico, there is some concern here that the country may not be immediately ready.
In the 1970s, Mexico was the world's #3 producer of vaccines. That infrastructure survives. It's old, but it's there. However, if China tomorrow announces that these clinical trials are a success, there is no one to take the project forward into manufacture. We would need experts to go to China, to study how they have achieved it, and bring that process here to production. That expertise does not exist here now.
As Mexico plays its hand at vaccine diplomacy, its willingness to put its public behind its promises, both in testing and in industry, may help bring the best results. Alistair Baverstock, CGTN, Mexico City.